So, Trevon Diggs is gone, and I vote.
All right. Making sure I'm coming in loud. Got my gauges are going. Everything looking good. And you know what it is. Let's get busy. I tell you what, I spend more damn time working on my software on this computer than I do actually making content. It's driving me crazy. Maybe I need to take classes or something about this damn shit. So I don't know, man. So it drives me nuts. I Google this shit and I Google this shit, and and that thing will go 100 mile an hour, and you just can't keep up with it. You got to do it step by step, and trying to get it figured out right. It can be a pain in the ass. So today, as I've been saying, and I'm not going to let up. Cowboys need an edge rusher. And yesterday, it came out what was the actual Cowboys were offering for Maxx Crosby. And they were, as I said before, they were dead serious. And now it's public. I mean, first we're just hearing behind the scenes and content creators and 105 The Fan and lots of podcasters. And just, and what we were told was basically it was first and a second and Osa Odigizua. That's pretty aggressive. But it's kind of true and kind of not. So let's go look at it, shall we? There it is. Initially, they were offering their first round pick, which is pick 20, and Osa Odigizua. Obviously, there was a trade war going on here, and So someone probably stepped in and said, no, we can offer more than that. Well, the Cowboys stepped back and said, okay, they'll go higher. They'll go their first round. They'll do their first round pick at their first round pick, should I say, pick 12, and the third round pick. Obviously, that wasn't good enough. So then they did the ultimate. They stepped in and said, okay, we'll give you our number 12 pick and the second round pick. And that's the one that stayed on the table for a few days. And that's when I was doing content that night. And obviously when it came through on my phone that the trade was made, I thought the Cowboys had him. I really did. That's being aggressive. That's aggressive. And now it's public. That's what they gave. That's what they were trying to get. And the Ravens stepped in and said, no, we're going to give you two first-round draft picks. Just smacked us back. Well, Jerry's like, nah, man, I'm not going to give you two first-round picks. I'm just not going to do that. I mean, he was giving up number 12. He was giving up their second round pick the very next year. So he got aggressive. And stayed aggressive. This was on the table for a few days, and according to Trey Wingo, it was damn near a go. And then the Ravens backed out. My entire ass. I did content saying, I can't hold it against the Ravens. They did what they feel is right for them. They said it was a doctor report, and I've said it all along. They knew what that doctor report was going into that. They're just not going to go and offer something like that and not think that they're going to get a solid Maxx Crosby. He was saying his goodbyes on Twitter and saying goodbye to the Raider Nation. So it was a done deal. They were going, but they decided, well, wait a minute. Trey Hendrickson's price is going down, and we can get our two first-round draft picks back and go after Trey Hendrickson and don't have to give up our first two picks, two first-round picks this year and next, and we still get a solid pass rusher. So they backed out. Just shot it down. So naturally, you're thinking, okay, the Cowboys are coming right back. Well, then here goes all the he's hurt, and all that bullshit, and then you then I go on and start looking into it a little bit because it's nothing to look at, it's public, and here's the doctor statement saying he's going to be a full go by the end of July. To report the training camp at full go. There it was. They knew he had the surgery. They knew they had to clean his knee up, and then they backed out and used it was Cowboys' own doctor that was agreeing with this. And when you learn the truth, he really didn't have much say so in it at all. He just gave it input, Then I'm watching people say, well, he couldn't touch his toes, a week after getting off of the crutches. Come on, man. Kiss my entire ass. I just cannot use that as a legit excuse not to pursue him. And if you go to my content, you see I'm all about it. I'm on it. Maxx to Dallas. # Maxx to Dallas. And when you see the Cowboys going that aggressive, and we're all like, okay, let's we're listening to Parker's our guy. He's our guy. He's got a new staff. He's our guy. He's going to put this defense together. He knows he needs a pass rusher, man. You guys can say, well, we went after Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary makes sense with a Maxx Crosby. That's a fact. all you guys out there saying, no, let's don't do this. What in the hell are you thinking? We just let go of a superstar pass rusher we've had for the last 4 years, Michael Parsons. And we let go of our leader of our defense, and DeMarcus Lawrence. Do you realize if with having Rashawn Gary and the way he pursues, and he is a hell of a guy to go after a run, to stop the run. He is. You would have Micah Parsons and D-Law all over again. Like it never left. That's just what you're going to have. Two really solid edge rushers, an up and comer, and Ezaraku. Hopefully, Sam Williams kicks out what he did last year and gets better. He's on a 1-year prove-it deal. Man, if we could fix the linebacker and the edge rusher before the draft, Cowboys are set, man. Then you go get whatever you're going to get in the draft. Personally, I think they're going to go after a corner or a linebacker. Can't go wrong with either one, but to do that, they're going to have to trade off that 20th pick, man. They're going to trade off that second first-round pick for a Maxx Crosby. And if you think that we can't do it, you're crazy. I mean, if that's the fact that you just don't want to do it, I don't get it. I see what you guys say in some of these comments, some of these groups, and I'm like, man, really, guys, really? Cowboys didn't let go of none of the assets that they were offering to trade for Maxx Crosby. We still have those. And we still have a lot of cap space. Man, you could still do it. You could still sign Pickens. You could still get good draft picks. You can still do it. But the question is, what's it going to cost now? Obviously, they're probably going to give up. They're probably going to go back to. They'll probably go back to try that first initial pick or that first initial offer. There it is. Their second first round pick and Osa Digazua. They'll probably add. They'll probably try to add that initial right there. I don't know if they would offer the second round or not with the first, considering everything has happened. But and everybody's like, you don't want to give up that first round pick. If you don't get him. It's that simple. You don't get him.
Kiss my entire.
You're not going to trade a third round pick, or we got lucky trading for George Pickens for a third round. You're not going to do that with Maxx Crosby, and the Raiders damn sure ain't going to do it. Not when they just had 2 first-round draft picks, and it was all but a done deal. The Ravens backed out. The Raiders didn't back out. They released everything to them. Hey, this is what's going on. They didn't hide nothing. Nobody. It was all over the news. It was all over ESPN. It was all over content creators. He had a surgery. It was because of that surgery is why he got pissed. He didn't even want to sit out the last few games of the season. He was so mad. And that's why he wanted all away from the Raiders. That's what started the whole thing. Them setting him down over this, and that just tells you he could have, if he says he could have played, he says he'll be back by June. He says that's what he's going to say. And that's what, and it says it right here, his words. His words right there. Crosby himself previously targeted a June return. And the doctor says, no, it's more like it's more like going to be like more like July. So Crosby's saying, hey, I'll be back in June. I'm going to play. I'm going to be ready. So now we're saying that they're saying, well, they're just going to keep him. Well, let's see. Cowboys ought to pursue this again. Go in it hard. Go after it hard. Slap that number 20 pick out there. See how well they bite. Just see. I'm all about hashtag Maxx to Dallas. I know we if we don't get him, we need a veteran edge rusher. We need somebody who can get out the flat and do it. So, but if there's a chance to get somebody that good, go for it. Why? There's no such a settle for second best. Go for the best. Be the best. And that's what I say. I've been on this shit since October, and getting this close to the draft, I'm not going to let up. Because I just think they need to go after something like, because when you get Maxx Crosby, and Rashawn Gary on each side of one another, then you look in the middle. You look in that middle, and what you got? You got a complete dog in Quinnen Williams. You got a solid pro in Kenny Clark. Then you got a dog on the outside, and you got a solid player on the other outside. But you got dogs now. Then you got to think about whether they really going to trade for this linebacker. Were they going to offer this to get Alashier or Brooks, or maybe they're just going to go for a draft? That's yet to be seen. I'm not really keen on wanting to get a rookie as a Mike. So before we do that, I would say go get an aging veteran if you have to for a Mike, and then bring in a young stud like Sonny Styles, man. If that could be possible. But at the same time, if we could get linebacker and edge fixed before the draft, that would be fire. The whole point is get this defense right, man. Get this defense right. Get on that field this fall, and let's go to work. But right now it's off season, so man, when you see they actually went to work like that, man. That's 3 offers they made. Right there. That's 3 offers. They were dead serious about getting Maxx. They were dead serious about it. So you just can't go from being that serious to saying, nah, we don't want him. I don't believe it. And all you guys out there saying, no, we don't want him, man, go slap yourself. That dude is the real deal. He's the real deal. And I'll stay on it. I'll keep posting content. I'll keep on Twitter. I'll keep on Facebook. I'll do it on TikTok. I'll do whatever. You got a chance? Go for it. Until it's a no-go, then we can back off. But you seen how serious they was. And it's in writing now. You see the offers. All we was hearing was rumors. First and second, Osa Digazua. When I first heard that, man, I thought, man, goddamn, that's a fucking hell of a deal. And they got that turned down, man. Because I think if that would have been on the table, I thought that sounded kind of out there, but it was what was going around, so I reported it. Now I see what the real deal was. They offered number 20 and Osa. They didn't offer first, second, and Osa. Now they traded Osa to the 49ers for a 3rd round pick. So there's opportunities in this draft. It wouldn't surprise me. Like I was saying last night, it wouldn't surprise me to see the Cowboys trade back at pick 12. Depends on who's on that card, and who's needing to move up. Because to move up in the pick 12, they're going to have to come off of a second round pick, plus give up what they just released to us, what we just gave them. So we would get a first and a second. Because right now the Cowboys do not have a second round pick, so it wouldn't surprise me for that to happen. It would, and it's damn sure not going to surprise me if they trade away that second round pick. That number 20 pick, that second pick in the first draft, in the first round. I'll get it right here in a second, man. So bear with me. Need to give me something to drink, but yeah, it won't surprise me. If we trade that away, I know who they're trading it for. They're trading it for Maxx. Because I damn sure know they're not going to be trading for Sweat, or I just don't think they'll trade for Sweat or Thibodeau for no first round pick for either one of those guys. If they're trying to make a trade for those guys, for one of those guys. The rumor is that they're taking calls on Thibodeau. But I know getting somebody from the same division is a hard trade. But we was all talking to get, this is going to be Vic Fangio's style of defense, okay? He doesn't blitz a lot. He switches things up. He makes you think that they're going to come with a blitz, and they're going to switch, do some switching around, like Parker said, they'll run a 4-2-5. Not only just a 3-4, but it's going to be a 3-4 base. So they're not going to do it. And Vic Fangio's defense do not do a lot of blitzing. So having all his guys being able to rush the quarterback is what Parker wants, man. Believe that. And that's what he'd have. Quentin Williams, Maxx Crosby, Rashawn Gary, Davin Ezeraku, and Kenny Clark. That's you guys up front. Not to mention you're gonna be all those guys gonna be rotating in and out. You got Sam Houston coming in. You got Sam Williams coming in. You got pieces. We need a linebacker. We need to fix that linebacker. Obviously, we're going to be checking out the Jermod McCoy workout coming up on the 31st on his pro day to see where he's at. I'm not into that one very much right now. I think there's other options to look at. So we'll see. Obviously, if you know me, if there's a shot at either Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs, I'm all for it. And if we end up trading back a little bit and we can still end up with somebody like Dylan Thielemann, there's options. Not to mention all the players we've just picked up, like just picked up one a few days ago. We've been doing some work this offseason over in the secondary, so get ready. Hopefully they can be coached. Hopefully they can be a hell lot better with what was going on last year. Last year everything just looked lost. It looked so lost. So, but you gotta have up front. I know for years we were like, man, we need to stop that run. We need to stop that run. Now we've got run stoppers. Don't mean we got to say that. We don't need an edge. We need an edge. You gotta have that edge rusher, man. You gotta have somebody coming around that tackle, going after them quarterbacks. You gotta have somebody doing it. You can't just always get pressure up the middle. That's just not going to happen. You got to get pressure on the outside. You got to get pressure on the edge. So, Maxx. Slap that 20 pick out there. That 20 pick. Slap it out there. See, stick it out there. Throw your line out, Jerry. Remember?
Expect me to go borrow some of my future.
Remember? Maybe you can.
I want me some glory hole.
There you go. So, hashtag Maxx to Dallas. And also, when you come in and watch my videos, please hit that like button, hit that share button. Please just give me a subscribe on YouTube. YouTube at Biscuit, Bizcutt. Maybe I can start getting an audience and go live and interact with some of you guys. You guys come on my a lot of and comment on my on my uploads. I like to do it live. I know we do sometimes. We have some good chats, but this Maxx Crosby thing's, man, serious, dude. I'm dead serious about this. Hashtag Maxx to Dallas. Just sounds like fire, man. So, with that being said, I'm going to sign off now. Remember, just hit that share button, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's see what you guys think about bringing in Maxx, and be serious about it. Don't just start. I mean, some of you guys just absolutely go ridiculous, and I can't believe it. I'm like, Jesus. Some of these groups I'm in, and some content creators, and man, hashtag Maxx to Dallas. Until next time, you know what it is. We them boys. Have a good one, y'all.